How's it going, my peeps? I'm here with another prediction game video for WWE Fastlane. This time it's for the 6-man tag team match, which is gonna be Dolph Ziggler teaming up with Ryback and Erick Rowan versus Big Show, Kane, and Seth Rollins. Now this match was announced kind of like at the last minute. You know, it was a match that I thought was gonna happen at Fastlane after the match on Raw, which was Bryan and Reigns versus Big Show, Kane, Seth Rollins, and J&J Security. Right when that happened, when they interfered in the match, which, by the way, once again, I still don't know how that match didn't end via disqualification when Dolph Ryback and Erick Rowan got involved and took out Big Show, Kane, and Seth Rollins, who are involved in the match. But yet, the match continued on, and from that point on, I was like, alright, you know what, I could see this match taking place at Fastlane because it looks like these guys don't have, you know, I guess, any other place in the card. Or at least, you know, I was thinking, who's Seth Rollins gonna face? And then I thought, oh, this could work, you know, because of the interference there, and, you know, it's the Authority team, the team that represents the Authority, versus, of course, the team that's been, I guess, going after the Authority, or, you know, the Authority has been going after, or putting them through hell, or whatever. Anyways, so when it comes to this 6-man tag, I think, you know, both teams could possibly win the match, but I'm leaning towards the face team more for a number of reasons. One of them being that, really, I'd say over the past couple of weeks, or especially like this week, going into this match, the heel team, you know, the bad guys, the Authorities guys, they've got the advantage, they've got the momentum, especially after what transpired on SmackDown. But let's start with Raw. Although on Raw, Dolph was about to beat Seth Rollins, he did get attacked, and, you know, the match ended in a DQ when J&J Security attacked him, and so he didn't get that win over Seth Rollins. And while, you know, Erick Rowan, yes, and Ryback came to the save, they didn't take out necessarily Seth Rollins. They just, you know, took J&J Security out of the ring, and that was about it, you know. But, you know, the Authority, or Seth Rollins and J&J Security, still, you know, walked out. And then on SmackDown, when it was Dolph versus Seth in a rematch, after that match was over, and Seth Rollins picked up the win, by the way, Big Show and Kane, J&J Security, they just destroyed, they demolished, you know, Ryback, Dolph, and Rowan. On top of that, Rowan faced off against the Big Show in a one-on-one match, and it was almost like a squash match. I mean, Big Show won in a pretty quick fashion. The only sort of momentum the team picked up was when Ryback defeated Kane on SmackDown. But I mean, come on, it's Kane, you know? Kane hasn't won a match since 2001. I know, I'm exaggerating. But, you know, basically, the heel team has the momentum going into it. And while this doesn't apply all the time, a lot of times when, you know, a certain person, or in this case, a team, has the momentum going into a pay-per-view, they end up losing. But once again, you know, it's not always the case. But that's not the only reason why I'm going with the face team here. On top of that, Big Show and Kane, they haven't been exactly, you know, getting along these past 2 weeks. Especially after SmackDown last week in that tag team turmoil, you had Kane and Big Show pretty much argue the entire match. And then finally Big Show snapped and he went ahead and hit the KO punch, the WMD, on Kane. And which a lot of people thought it was a face turn. I don't know why. I mean, the two were arguing and, you know, one of them decided to hit the other. That doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, he's turning face. But I could see maybe why they would think it was a face turn, because Big Show pretty much turns heel every other day. But that didn't look like a heel turn, and obviously it wasn't after seeing Raw. And on Raw, they argued again until Triple H told them to stop acting like 6-year-olds, and I think that could play a part in the match. I think we could see Big Show and Kane argue again, and maybe this time Kane chokeslams the Big Show, or maybe they just argued, they don't fight, and that distraction could cost them the match and allow Ryback, Rowan, or Ziggler to pick up the win. And reason number 3 why I think Ryback, Rowan, and Ziggler will probably win this is that Randy still hasn't returned. And the last time that WWE had a free, you know, pay-per-view on the network, it was Survivor Series, and Survivor Series saw the return of Sting. So I think we might see the return of Randy at Fastlane, and if he does return at Fastlane, then he's obviously gonna go after Seth Rollins, the guy that took him out. So we could see Randy maybe pop up, hit an RKO out of nowhere on Seth Rollins during the match or something behind the ref's back, and that could lead to Ryback, Rowan, and Ziggler winning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click that like button. With that said, I'm out. See you guys.